Well, we're recording from the ZV-1F. Okay, I'm using 92 millimeter lens here. But I ran some experiments on the channel, and a couple other things, and there's some new things. I had to make some adjustments to all my channels. So I've been working on that, and we made some highlights to this channel too. So so things work out a little better. Okay. Yeah. One thing, most channels suffer from trolls, bots, and things like that, and so I have to tighten up the security on the channel. So good thing to subscribe to the channel. Hey, you didn't have to worry. But yeah. So do bear with me on this channel. Gonna be making some more of those videos, like I did Windows OS. For some reason it came out a little yellowish. I did that on the Z30. Tweaked it some more. Then we did the Mac OS. I was going to do the Linux. I see a lot of people have second thoughts about Linux. Hey, it works for me for the NAS. I know we had some trouble with the NAS, but it's working now. It did try to connect to T-Mobile, and I couldn't connect to it from here. I'd have to switch to T-Mobile. And I was playing my Star Trek game, and my computer went to T-Mobile, but I didn't see much difference with it. So, average speed with that is about 400 in the daytime. I don't know about at night. I really don't do no testing. I'm mostly on fiber. Fiber is the general purpose that I'm using here. I try to show you some things I do on the laptop, and the tweaks and the configurations, and how to keep it clean, and how to stop the annoyance of 25H2 Copilot is running. I see Microsoft is getting into these AI agents. I knew something similar of this was going to happen, because with all this AI, because right now we have the basic AI. You can talk back to and talk back to you, and remember, because that's your computer. It's a computer system that's talking to you and back. Oh, I forgot. Let me see if I can get this on without disturbing it. Okay, it's ready. Oh, I should take off the tape. Yeah. So this is for this camera here. Okay. This is for the Sony ZV-1F and ZV line. So this is a remote control. The other one I showed you was for same company. This is for the Z30. Well, I talk about cameras here because to film all this, you need a camera. So, yeah. So I got this. I wanted, these are expensive. These cost like $29, $30 for this, but it's worth it because you can't pause it, because remember, these are cameras. These are not like your cell phone where there's no shutter in it. Blah, 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 blah. And and if you just pause it, it'd be great. But I can't pause it. You can do live stream with this. You need a capture device for it, and those are pretty pricey. I don't know if I use this for capture. I have a webcam here. I do Google Meetups with other creators. We'll chat. So I've been doing that. I'll talk about that. I can't really talk too much about that, but I'll just let you know about it. But yeah. Well, we're getting there. We seem to be stuck at 687. Come on, I need a lot of you to hit that subscribe button. Now, a lot of you come to the channel. I said to YouTube, I said, well, gee, we have, like me, I have over 208,000 people come to the channel. Why don't they have to be automatically subscribed to the channel? Because then I would have what I need to continue on. But they don't do it that way. Oh well. And that would help a lot of channels, not only mine, everybody. Those that have billions of channel views, like that. But if you like what I do here, you show me that if you you do, so we have more videos to help you. I tried to make some to help. Um, I made short videos. That was just an experiment. One was about how to use your left it behind. How to use the Android to transfer. How do you transfer files from your phone? I mean, you could. There's many ways of doing it, but the best way is just plug it in. There was an app that you can sync to both the computer and the phone and transfer files that way. Okay, I'll release these back into the wild. Another debate now, you content creators, a lot of changes for 2026 for the channel. You need to tighten up your channel if you have you're dealing with trolls and bots. Okay, trolls. You're saying what is all those? Well, and it's funny. I was in a meeting in a Google meetup, and the people in there had no clue. I said, "Oh my goodness!" I said, I said, you all know about bots and trolls, and huh? What's that? What? But they have channels. Some of them have channels longer than me. I'm surprised. But then again, it's not their fault, a lot of people don't know. I used to run, before all of this, I used to run, before we have what you have now, I used to run forums, I wrote Android, which is Linux. Yeah, I reprogrammed the tablets. Yeah. I figured out the code. I changed the interface, UI. So I mostly tapped into the UX and the UI. Okay, and I improved the tablets. I improved them. They're much better, faster, and better. You know. Um, So if you want to help the channel out, hit that subscribe button, and then you can comment and all that. That's what you get for a benefit. Okay, okay, and that way we keep our, and also we have membership too. You can be support the channel monthly as well. This way, members and subscribers have access to the channel more. And so it's better that because there's some channels. I have my 10th channel is a topic channel. There's no comments on that one. They have all that turned off. Well, you don't really need it for music, for audio music. Yeah. But yeah. So, but I gotta protect my channels, and this way I can be more creative and make more videos than have to manage the other stuff. Okay, so I released the give you a step-by-step on how to use a remote control with the Nikon and Sony, and I also released give you a step-by-step to transfer Android photos or even video to your PC or to your Zora NAS. Okay, which better be let's see. I do a lot of creativity, thumbnails and stuff, and I need the NAS to save my files to. And if it doesn't connect, now it connected 1, 2, 3, and that's the way it should be. It should be fast. It should be no delay. Now with Windows here on this system, it's a little older, but I have a large what is this again? 27-inch screen. Microsoft Defender, Microsoft Windows. Okay. And then I have to put WiseCare in here. So WiseCare let me know the computer is dirty. I think WiseCare does more. I'm not promoting them. I'm saying it does more than PC Manager does. PC Manager, it has some features. And remember, they all have their own pluses and minuses. So you be the judge on that. I don't like anything called home. That's why we have Defender Firewall. and you can stop those 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 apps from calling home. Let me see something here. Okay, that might be a little better. I don't want the picture washed out. Okay, that should be all right. I changed the exposure on this. I set it to more of a neutral kind of a way. Now, before I was using my cell phone to record, but I don't want the cell phone end up like the other cell phone. You know, after a while, you know, how many photos and how many videos can you do with them? Can you do a billion? You know, how long can it do it? You know, so I can see some weird, you know, some artifacts and other weird stuff popping in the picture. And the only problem with this and the Z30 is think of the ZV-1F, just like the Pocket 3, the Insta365, and all those cameras that can handle low light, and you have to bring more light. So that's what this is. And this one too. I do have I added this to, can't get it off now. This is pretty neat. So I can the cold shoot on top of your camera. Some have a hot shoot, but this is cold shoot. So this is pretty neat. So with this device here, where your microphone can go on top of your camera and that little muff thing, you can hook up one of these on top of the camera. Then you can put your cell phone in here. You can turn on this light. So I can videotape or videotape two things at the same time. Take a picture of videotape, or use my camera at the same time, or you could put another camera on top of the other camera. Well, I know what would be the purpose of all that. You know, there's a lot of things you could think of. So this video here we're doing today on Sunday is the general purpose. Okay, how far are we into this video? 12 minutes, I see. Okay. All right. So content creators, if you have problems with your channel, yeah, you're having problems. Is your analytics showing gray? I have 2 channels that are gray. They're getting better now. It's a lot of work. A lot of things have to be turned on. A lot of reconfiguration. Been working on that. It's a long story why they went gray, and you really don't want anything gray. Let me see how this channel is. Ooh, oh wow. Why would that be like that? Oh, hey. We're going gray. I'll fix it. I really. Remember, on this channel here, this tech channel, I do test. So if videos are smaller, there's a reason for that. If videos are longer, there's a reason for that. Oh, okay. I guess we got some more subscribers. What's going on here? Okay. Super thanks. Nope. Memberships. Okay, good. Those of you who are members and are part of the Tech Team Fan Club, hey, thanks. Then we have a Tech Fan Club. Okay, there's a Tech Team Fan Club, and there's 2 of them. Yeah, thanks a lot for being in those and helping out the channel. I do appreciate that. And if you want to help the channel, you can help by that way. We're gonna be having. I don't. Let's see something here. I did turn on that. Okay. We do have shopping, but we can't activate the shopping. And, yeah, I know. They offered to me shopping. Wow, they offered to me before I even do anything. You have shopping. So shopping means sell T-shirts, merchandise. So with shopping, you have merchandise. It's amazing. I was in a Google meetup with other channels, and we were talking about certain things. But I was able to talk to. I said, "How many of you?" So You guys have merchandise, right? Huh? What's that? You can sell T-shirts and with your logo, channel logo on it, right? My goodness, there was about almost 10 of us in there. I took the lead because I have more experience. No, they haven't done it. It's amazing. But okay, so those of you who are content creators, okay, there's a content detection. So you want to protect yourself. You might want to follow the direction. Hit start now. You're gonna have to show identification, show who you are, and also take a picture of yourself. So it's gonna be how you gonna do. I don't know how they're gonna do it from the camera side. Maybe you have a webcam or something hooked up to your computer, or you do it from your mobile. You can do it from your cell phone. It's better that way. Um, got that feature too. We all have access to AIs. They're built in, you know. On your phone, you can do a little bit more, play around with more. We have a new video on the comedy. There's a comedy channel. Turn the comedy channel now. That's Albert's Voice Comedy. That channel is now strictly shorts. Okay, that's what it is. So it's a whole 100% shorts now. Okay, and we have another channel called Reset. Resets for people if you have things that happen to you in your life. That's what I wanted to. Not beyond dating. We're not doing dating and stuff like that. There's things that happen. And I used to do the dating, but we don't do that anymore. Because I am also a coach, a life coach. So that's more focused on your life there. Okay, so if you have life issues, say you never celebrate your birthday, say you didn't celebrate Valentine's Day. I didn't do the Valentine's Day one. I could have. I guess I could have. I got so much going on. So these are other aspects. Okay. Um, I know I noticed that the other channels, other tech channels, they focus more on the AI. Some of them put a whole bunch of AIs in one room and ask them a certain question and what they would do like that. But you're gonna get you're not gonna get the same answer. You're gonna get a different kind of an answer because each one is different. I only have experience with Claude, ChatGPT, Gemini, and Meta AI. So, who do I prefer? Well, Meta is good if you need a correspondence with somebody, and they know who you are. Meta AI if you're on Facebook. They had a separate app that you could run it, so you didn't have to run Facebook. But I don't know what happened with that. And I used to introduce you to Meta Experimental AI, so you heard that. But all that seems to be gone now for some reason. Yeah. Let me see something here. But okay. Yeah. So before I tell you how to fix your channel and how to set it up, but you got to be careful. That you should have your picture on your channel before I would actually use my avatar for the channel and snack it right in there. But it's better you have a face. A lot of channels are faceless. Nobody knows who's running them. But but here it's me. Um, but go through your comments and you have your inside. You have your community. You go in studio and check on your community and see who's there. If they subscribe, there'll be a little box. Um, there'll be a little box attached to their name. Usually a red box. I don't. If they're not subscribed, there would be no red box. Uh, but this is weird. And then if they're members, they get little tags. The longer than the member, the color changes. You start from like blue, and then it goes light blue, different colors. Well, Okay. Now, I'm still testing out the stuff that I turned off in the channel. So when I'm when I'm finished testing out that and everything works smoothly, we'll move on to that. I see they're introducing courses too. Create a course, then add it to existing content and upload new. Oh, okay. And they have quizzes too. Yeah. There's one feature I would like to have, but I don't have it yet. We're not there yet. So until I get that, then we can have that feature. Um, Now, back to the Windows side of things. I know a lot of you do not like. I know a lot of you don't like Windows, and Microsoft's gonna make it very difficult now. They're gonna change it all. They're introducing agents to run on top. So you have the general AI. Then you're gonna have agent AI, agent, and so and different levels of agents working in your computer. Because now I don't know, but it looks like this one has it. Let me see. Let me go into system. I personally wouldn't turn it on yet, if that is here. I wonder where that would be. Wow, I'm using 16 gigabyte, 1 terabyte cloud storage. Wow. If you're not using Bluetooth, turn it off. Why do you have it on? If you have Bluetooth, most of you have it. Bluetooth. Most of the modern PCs have it, and if you're gonna get an updated card, it's gonna have it. You're gonna have Bluetooth. If you're not using it, you should turn it on. There's no sense using it, having it on. I'm trying to see if anything else is running here. Um, System. Accessibility. Let's see something here. Okay, AI agent. Is that there? Do we have this on this machine? No AI agents. AI agent. Microsoft MS. So the agents are going to perform tasks within the workflow. So you tell your AI, hey, I need you to create something. But they take too long and sometimes they don't go right. The agent should be checking it out. So you have different layers of the agents, AI agents working together with the general AI. I thought IBM is gone. I didn't realize IBM is still hanging around. Wow. Artificial intelligence. AI agents defined. A team of developers. Our team of developers. A team of deployees. Oh, okay. So they're going to use them as different teams. Boy, there won't be nobody left to do. But we know that this is coming. We know that the AI is going to do more than what it is. Because right now your computer is talking back to you. Or they have a system talking back to you. Okay. What is this? Conditions, action rules. What the world is like now. What action should I do? Perception, action, environment, agent, state, how worlds involved. What are my actions, conditions? What is the world like now? Perception, environment, and action. What do I do? Oh boy. I got back with those flow charts again. But cases, customer service, healthcare, emergency response. So, the, so right now in the United States, when you have to talk to somebody, you would dial a toll free number and either or the three prefix numbers like 911. That's an emergency. I had to do that when I was in like an accident for the first time. She said 911. What is your emergency? And I told her accident, hit and run, and they came. Okay. First time I used that on that phone. Well, actually, it's the first time I actually used that thing. I had never really used it. It's the first time. Yeah. I guess has to be first time for everything. So then you would have an AI, and an AI would dispatch a team. We're not there yet where everything is going to be droids running around. I mean, we have little robots with four wheels delivering food. That was coming. You all knew that. So those of you doing food delivery, you know that was going to come. But we're not to a point where it can go everywhere. But you're going to have more of that coming up. And I know a lot of you are going to say, "Gee, why? Why?" Because that's progress. Otherwise, we would be considered backward. We don't know what's going on in those other dimensions. They look like this, but they have higher technological. We're still, playing around with 8-bit, 10-bit. I'm talking. Cameras. We're still dealing with 64-bit, 32-bit processor. A lot of us don't even have the what. Before it was just 4 gig of RAM, 4 gig of RAM. Before 4 gig of RAM was 2 gig, 1 gig, then 2 gig, then 4 gig, then 8 gig, then 16 gig. Some people have 12. Okay, and now you have 32. You got 64, 128, 256. Some people, I saw a guy on YouTube there. He had a 1 terabyte. Okay, how much RAM do you need? How much RAM does the software require? And should you use a CPU where the GPU built on, or should? And I don't know why they went that process. It was supposed to be cheaper, and the CPU was supposed to be faster, but it still run into bottlenecks, and it can get corrupt data in there. So they create the GPU on a separate card. Gone back to that old way again, and mega fans on it. You need power to run that thing because you can't run it without a proper power supply. So you have to beef up the power supply, and beef up the cooling of the system, so everything has to cool and work in its own environment. Then they got little cube computers, and they get overheated too, and you're gonna need a way of cooling. So you're going to need a way of cooling things down. So everything has to be cooled down. If you want your computer to last long, like mine has, you're going to have to take care of it. Now and then, take it outside. Take a leaf blower machine, which is, you don't want 20-volt lithium battery kind that can clear out the fins, the stuff that's holding the CPU down, and any dirt in it, get it all out, Get it all out. I had a person that they smoked heavily. I opened up the case, it was full of ash. Because remember, the computer is sucking in the air and expelling the air. You should have air intake, air outtake. Air is coming in, air is going out, because you want the hot air out. So cold air comes in or fresh air comes in. That's the way you should have your computer system. A lot of these systems, they don't have that. They use passive. There's no fan. But you have to have a fan on the CPU. There's no way that thing is very hot. I still don't have it. I'll have it out there. But so these are the things you got to think about to keep that computer running smoothly. You got to clean out the files, clean out everything. SSDs, they can last a lot longer, but still, you should make sure there's no see the health on them if there's no problems before it's too late. Then you would back them up. These SSD. Okay. You also have the NVE. Yeah, the NVEs. I don't have those here. The only thing I have that has that is the laptop that has it. We still have mechanical hard drives still working. If you hear air conditioning, I have to turn it on. Its temperature, it was very cold. Now it's hot. Cold, I would use the furnace. Not shoveling coal or wood into it. It's forced there. So how that works is the coil gets heated up, and the air blows. The blower blows it up through the vents and heat up the house. Then it heats up the house pretty quick, but it turns off. So it's a little drawback there. Oh my God, the battery's almost completed. Look at that. That's weird. minutes into this. The batteries are charged. So, but this is for the Sony ZV-1F. So it shows you the batteries are all fully charged, and you open it up like so. I got some more batteries. And then we got batteries for the Nikon as well. They charged up. Whoops. Forgot this one needs to be. You got these, and you can plug it type. Like that. So that's charging. I forgot I should have done. I got a couple of them like this that you can plug it in. Actually, I got that one. So there's two of them that's like this. This is small rig version. These are the batteries for the Z30, and this is what, when you buy the Z30, you get this kind of a battery. I should charge this one up. So let's get that to charge. That's gonna fall off the table. This one came with a charging unit, but it don't work. The battery's okay. What's this here? Doesn't have a Type C plug on it. All right. So if you, okay. So all right. So hit that subscribe button. Okay. Thumbs up. Be a part of the channel. Okay. All right. And okay. Great. All right. Making comments and being a member, subscribers and members have access to comments. Okay. Got to cut down on the other stuff that's happening on the channel. Okay. And if you are faced with the same thing, you might have to take the decision, because the other decision would be to turn off all comments completely and nobody could say anything. Yeah. And that's the problem going that route. But that's what you have to do. You know, it's get out of control. Or you can still make a comment, but nobody can see it. It would have to be reviewed. I used to do that when I run the forums. It's a pain in the neck to do that. You have to go through all those comments. Yeah. Okay. All right. 30 minutes into this, that's enough. Okay. Hey, so look out for the AI agents. They're going to be coming, because Microsoft wants to incorporate that into next generation of, well, they can do it now. A lot of you don't want Copilot. I don't want Copilot on. I don't need it. I mean, I don't want it. It slows down the computer. I mean, I hit Control Alt Delete, and I look in the Task Manager. There's another way of doing it, but it's running. Right now, the CPU is at 46%. Well, I have things running. You know, I got a couple of things running. That's going to be normal. But it's amazing to me. I'm running a system that's 2.4 APU, and it's still compatible with a lot of stuff. What's today? It's 15th. Those of you on Star Trek Online, on the 17th on the PC, there's a new what do you call it? New mission coming out. Today's 15, 16. So that's be Tuesday. Yeah, I have to remember. But anyway, that's all I can think of right now. Okay, that's about it. Okay, so take care. All right. See you again. All right. Oh, let me use this. See, this is the one. See, is it? Okay. Then I would just go like this. So this is the record button. I would go like this and it'll turn it off. See? Watch this.